Alright, hello once again. Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. And as part of the Rankin Technical College AWD, or Application and Website Development Program, and in particular, the AWD1112 Application Programming with Java class, I've been doing a series of video presentations. I went through the Java Syntax Reference Manual in a press text with about 23 chapters in it. Now I'm writing a few Java payroll programs. First one I wrote hard-coded the values in, and the second one I wrote used the scanner object to actually read things in from the keyboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab everything that's in here and copy it to the clipboard, and then I'm going to right mouse click on my source into a new Java class, and since I called the last one Payroll03, I guess I'll call this one Payroll03. There it is. And what I'm going to do is very quickly just paste in all the old stuff. Now I'm going to get an error or two. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it right away. Make that a 3. That's one thing. And let's see, Payroll03. Don't know why it's giving me an error, but we'll fix it. This time, instead of importing java.util.scanner, this is going to be about as GUI as we're going to get for a while. javax.swing.jOptionPane. Alright, so we're putting that in. Don't worry about all that scanner stuff. It's all going to be removed. At least most of it will be very quickly. But let's start at the top here. So, this is Java Payroll Program number 3. For this third, I will not hard code, rather I will demonstrate the second of two popular methods, that being the jOptionPane's show input dialog, and also what is the other one? Show message dialog. Functions. There we go. This program is being written to begin to show the viewer how to create Java programs. Sure. The good news, this series of programs will continue to show them how to write Java. More good news with this third program. Again, all of the values are not hard-coded. All right, so we've got this. This is where the show input dialog and show message dialog functions of the jOptionPane are defined. All right. So, let's see. Let's keep virtually all of the variables that we have here. Let's add a couple more of them. Let's add a string that for now I'm just going to call it input string or input str, and I'm going to set it equal to the empty string, and that'll just be a temporary input string, and also a string called output str, which will be a temporary output string. All right. Now, this is going to be done differently. First of all, as mentioned, we don't need a scanner. All right, so boom, that's gone. I'm going to get all these keyboard errors, which is fine. All right. Let's see. Well, first I've got 3 strings here, and actually 4 strings. All right. But I'm going to do them in order. So I'm going to input the values for the first 3 string program variables above. All right, so that's first name, middle initial, and last name. So let's start with those. All right, so I'm going to say first name equals, and I think I called it emp first name, didn't I? Emp first name equals J option pane dot show input dialog. Please input first name. That's actually is what's going to come up on the screen. Is an input dialog that's going to ask me to input the first name. So after the first name, we'll do the middle initial. Please input middle init. All right. And last name, where we'll ask the user to please input, whoopsie, their last name. I don't care about them lining up. That's no big thing. Now, every time you input something into one of these input boxes, all right, or the show input dialogs, it goes in as a string. So I'm going to come in here and say input str equals J option pane dot show input dialog. Enter employee age. Okay. But now I can say emp age equals byte dot parse byte input str. This is almost from back in the day when we were doing a parse int or a parse float in JavaScript. All right, very similar. So come back in here, change this. Input string equals input dialog. Enter employee union status. Emp is union is equal to what? Well, it's a Boolean, right? One thing that you're going to notice as we go through this is it's going to be pretty doggone easy to break these programs. We'll worry about fixing that. We'll worry about making that better in later programs. All right? So this should be integer.parseInt. Oops. And actually that's not true anymore because remember we changed this to make it a string. So we can say emp number equals this, and that'll be fine. All right, there's that one. What's left? So we've got first name, middle initial, last name, address, age, is union, and number. So we need the hours worked and the hourly rate. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's just get both these done real quick. All right. So again, this one will be double dot parse double of input str, and that's got to be a big D, and so will the one below it. All right, now I can calculate my gross pay Alright, I can print all this stuff, but I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to literally grab this, copy it to the clipboard, and I'm going to put it in again. Now that might look a little strange. Alright, so I'm going to print out everything declared and initialized above. Well, here I'm going to say one more time. Output str equals the employee first name plus first name. Let me get rid of all these. It's going to give me a bunch of errors. We'll fix them in about 30 seconds. All right. So this has got to be output str. Now I've got to say plus equals. And get rid of that. And that's what we're going to be doing. Why is that one gray? I don't know. It says it's assigned but never used. Here's the middle initial. We'll look at that. I don't know what's going to go on with that, but that's okay. All right. What I am doing right here, FYI, is I'm creating a giant input string that's going to hold everything that I have either inputted, all right, so either I have inputted it or I have calculated it, all right. So now that I've done all of that, I'm going to say J option pane dot show message dialog, and this is going to show null. That's just where you want it. Whoopsie. That's where you want to position it on the screen. We're not going to worry about that. I believe that by default it goes in the middle of the screen. And output STUR or STR. Now notice that we've got this. I didn't add this. The system put that there. All right. Output STR. And this is just what we had before. Now you're going to notice quite a few differences. Hopefully this is going to run without any kind of problem. Okay. So let's get back up to the top and let's attempt to run it. Alright, it says it's already running, so. Well, I still got enter this, so it's still inputting it this way. So what is going on here? I need the J option pane. Somewhere in here it's still saying input employee first name. I'd like to know where. I don't see it. Let's do this. Let's do a file. In fact, let's stop the run. That'll stop it. Let's come in here, right mouse click, and choose a clear all. File, save all, and there's the word input in input. I'm just going to be looking for these. So, oh, I do have that in there. Please input. No, that's the show input dialog. Please input first name. I don't see anywhere in there where it is any longer just doing that. I don't know why that would have been in there. So let's do another file, save all. Let's try to run it again. Trying to figure out what the problem is here. Oh, it's trying to run Payroll03. That's why. Right mouse click, run Payroll03 main. There we go. Please input first name. John. Please input middle initial. Q. Please input last name. Public. Please enter the age. 33. Please enter the union status. False. Please enter the employee number. 44455. Enter the hours worked. 50. Enter the amount per hour. 10. Alright, well, this isn't good. That'll have to be fixed. But once I click OK, I'm going to get my information down there. It did work. Just so you see it, this is the information that I ended up getting down at the bottom. So let's bring that out here. So there it is. Alright, but before we do that, let's go back. Let's stop the run. Alright, so we cleared everything. And all I have to do back in here where I'm printing this out is just put a \n before all these. \n. I think that will fix everything. Control S. So right mouse click on this again and tell it to run it through main. Now this, unfortunately, I can't take the box here and make this any bigger. So Jane C. Doe. Jane is 21. She is a union member. Her employee number is 98765. She worked 60 hours and she makes $40 an hour. Well, it's not doing that, so I'm trying to remember what I have to do to fix that. And I'll take a quick look. I'll figure out what it is. I'm not worried about it at all. Alright, but it's not finding that \n, so... Oh, I know why, because I put it on the... It's going to be on here. See that? Right thing, wrong place. Alright, it's got to go up here. That's all. Yeah, we'll put it even on the first line, even though we don't need it there. \n, as you'd guess from other languages, is just a new line. One more time. Right, let's clear this. Right mouse click, tell it to run. Okay. Alfred E. Newman 11122. Oops. Well, that's my fault. It's kind of neat though. What it does is it shows you a byte can only be 256. I forgot that was the age and I put in something bigger than that, so the program blew up. Gave us an exception. Let's run it one more time. Sorry about that. Right click and run main. Alright, Alfred E. Newman 28 11122. Uh-oh. Well, I goofed up with something. 11122. Hours worked 40, amount per hour. There it is. Alfred E. Newman 28. I put in something. I put in 11122 here. It just took it as false. Okay. 40, 20, 800. So we've got that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of that and I want to show it to you on the screen. let's grab this. So you can see here, taking a look at what we get. The equivalent of like a regular message box that we had back in the day of C#. Information, there's our title. All right. First name, middle initial, last name, age, union status, payroll number, hours worked, hourly rate, and you can see we did the math correctly. Well, that's all good. Now, when we click OK, we get our stuff here too. Let's grab that. Oops, bring this back in here and paste it in. And you can see we get the same thing. All right, so now what I have done is I have come in here and I have shown you two different ways that you can input values. All right, but, couple things. First off, one of the things that's kind of poor about what we've done so far is we have to run this over and over and over again, okay, which is kind of stinks. And secondly, so that's first thing. Secondly, everything's in main. So we're going to change that in our next program iteration. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to copy all that and right mouse click on here, a new Java class. This will be Payroll04. There that is. All right, and I'm done with this particular lecture.